Welcome, podcasting for women in business. Today I have a new background, super excited. I actually moved my desk to a different part of the room, and I thought this was a really cute background. It looks even cuter on video. So anyway, let's begin on our day 2 of podcasting, how to launch a podcast, and how to truly maximize podcasting so that you are taking your business to the next level or expressing yourself in a way where you're attracting your ideal clients. Okay, so day 2 of podcasting training, I want to talk about, yesterday we talked about, what did we talk about? We talked about the reasons and the benefits that podcasting is the best thing to do at this moment in time. In 2020, July 2020, podcasting is the best thing to do. We went over some statistics, blogging versus podcasting. If you didn't watch day 1, which was yesterday, just scroll in the timeline. You'll see my face and it'll say day 1 podcast training. So in today's training, I want to talk about planning your podcast. So we're going to talk about podcast planning, what niche you're going to be in, to have your podcast in, and then how to decide, right? Because, a lot of the times the clients that I've talked to about podcasting, they go, well, what if I decide on a niche or a category and I run out of topics to talk about? What if I can't maintain that same topic? Now, there's 2 things to that. I think that the evolution of any kind of entrepreneur, you kind of go through different phases of learning about your brand. You learn about yourself, your passions and your purpose become more clear as you have more action behind your business and your organization, right? So when you start a podcast and you don't necessarily know what niche or category you want your shows to be on, then I always like to advise my clients to go broad, like doing like a Maria show, right? And talk about anything that compels you and pushes you to talk about whatever that topic is for that day or week. So let's say for my example, 2 years ago when I started podcasting, I was a mom. I am a mom still, but my podcast was more for women, moms, inspiration, motivation. Then I went into business and how to become a female entrepreneur. So the transition from how my shows was in the beginning to what it is now, it had to take place and unfold naturally. And that's going to happen for you when you become a podcaster if you don't necessarily know yet what your podcast brand is going to be about and look like. However, on the other side of that, let's say you already have a company that either A, you work for, or B, you run this company on your own and you want to go into podcasting as a form of marketing, then you already have a brand, right? You already figured out your niche, your client base, your audience, their demo and how to talk to them. So in that case, I would go ahead and just carry on that same brand into your podcast so that it aligns well and that it would be another leg for your brand to stand on in terms of assets, because podcasting is really a form of asset, and an asset in a way that it really allows your potential clients, your audience, and just people in general, the community, to get to know who you are, your community, or your service, products, and brand, and also who you as a business owner, how you speak, how you talk, what your philosophies are, your core values, and what you care about, right? The podcasting really can convey that. So when you are making a decision on what niche to go into and you're unsure, definitely go broad. Then when you get more episodes under your belt, you notice that you want to lean towards specific topics more. You find yourself having more fun talking about certain things, and naturally things will gravitate in that way. And you're going to notice that eventually something comes about naturally, and that's going to happen. And that's just what growth is. Welcome to growth. Definitely don't allow it to stop you, though. If you don't know what niche you're in, don't allow that, well, I'm not sure yet, factor get in the way of you starting. And a lot of the times we are not sure about a lot of things. And in order for us to be sure, we need to just jump into the arena and really kick the ball around and really be a part of the game so that we can define who we are as either female entrepreneurs or whatever have you, whatever you call yourself, right? So that is a huge advice that I tell my clients, is to go broad if you don't know. And then if you do know, you already have a brand online, take that same brand and bring it into your podcast. And the truth about bringing your brand into the podcast arena is that it's just literally another way for your product services to get out there, and then also another way for your clients to get to know you, right? Hey guys, check out my episode 31. You know what I mean? Like, you guys have 115 episodes available to you that is in my podcast channel. And it's literally just me talking about motherhood, female entrepreneurship, business ownership, personal development. And it is very filled with resources. And any kind of free resources you can give to people really shows your generosity as a female entrepreneur. And it makes you look amazing, and it makes you look like an expert in your field. So definitely get started. If you don't know yet, after even listening to my talk about what the heck to get into, what niche to talk about, definitely talk to me. We have a link below. Schedule a call, and I'm super excited to be able to start off with this training this month. I am taking the weekend off as tomorrow is a holiday, and I will be back on Monday with day 3, guys, day 3. Have an amazing weekend, and happy July 4th.